Welcome everybody back to Twigger Time. This is David Twigger with Vermilion Events, and we're here for some more Twigger Time tips. This is surviving quarantine number 2, and for those of you who are still in quarantine, these are for you, and for those of you who aren't going to be in quarantine, please be safe for you and for others out there. And for those of you going back to work, that's awesome. You can still do these to go ahead and kind of help yourselves get along. The first one that we're going to talk about is go back to the one that we did before, which was walking. And walking is a great thing. We've been doing it now for weeks, and we're kind of like, unless I drive around, what am I going to go do? And the best thing I can do is what I tried last week is that switch up your route, and not only your route, if you can't go too far, do different sides of the street. Start on one side, and when you leave the house, go a different direction and kind of swap that up. And it's amazing if you're walking on the same street, if you're on different sides, what you're going to do. And for those of you in Phoenix, this is harder, but if you can, switch up the times of day that you guys go walking, because that way it's a completely different look of your surroundings. Number 2 is what we call aromatherapy, but it's not that kind of aromatherapy. What we say is go ahead and switch up what you normally do when you do your soaps or your bath washes or your lotions or maybe some kind of candles or incense that you use in the house. Switch those up. Kind of get a spicy one or a different room that you've been used to, and it's really great to actually feel like a different room or different situation when you're working through this. The next one obviously is something we've already been talking about, and you're all doing this because a lot of you are baking and practicing and cooking and stuff, but I'm going to test you and go old school, and that means cookbooks. We all go online, look up a recipe, and print it out and come up there, and it's not really the same thing to actually cook up a cookbook, read through it, see the pictures. It's just a different experience. My 2 favorites, this one is called the Intercontinental Kitchen. I got this when I worked at IHG. It's an amazing cookbook with just incredible dishes. And of course, Nigella, because she is like the goddess, I think, of the kitchen. So this is Nigella Kitchen. She has tons of them, but just grab your favorite. Go for old school like Julia Child. I have that one too, or you can do Ina or any of the new great ones. Richard Blais is super fun as well, or like Alex Gornishelli, and I can name a bunch of them. But go through, grab a cookbook, sit down and read it, and actually enjoy that. The last thing that we're going to talk about really is what we call the room swap, which is really hard to do for some people, but the easiest thing to do is for a bathroom. And so what you do is you take your bath mats and your towels and your soap dispensers, and if you have some easily like decor, maybe like some art that's easily moved, and switch bathrooms. So when you go to the bathroom like the next day, you're going to sit down, it's a completely different look, colors, and for those of us who've been stuck inside for so long, it's really a fun way to kind of jazz it all up. So hopefully these help, and you guys are staying well, staying safe, and we will see you soon.